Let's see. Three, two, one. All right, we're recording. Frank,
Okay.
you want to introduce yourself and let's talk about the program.
Yeah, my name is Frank Marino. I am a mortgage loan originator for Cardinal Financial Company. It's a nationwide direct lender. We have over 200 offices across the country. We originated about 20 billion in loans in 2020, which makes us a top 10, top 15 lender in the country. My office in Melville, New York, which is on Long Island, is the Northeast division of the company, and we did about 4 or 5 billion ourselves out of that 20 billion. So we are a large firm. We are reputable. We specialize in FHA, conventional, USDA, and VA loans. We do primarily refinances and home purchases. That's our residential home purchases. That's our bread and butter. We don't do commercial. We don't do construction loans. We strictly do refinances and home purchases. So I had come across Will's program on LinkedIn, and it looked promising. Called Will, and right away Will got me involved with ways that I could pursue the program. Talked to a couple of his clients and liked what I heard. They had turnaround times of 3 to 6 months where they started working with new clients that they had come across on LinkedIn through Will's program. Was something that I was interested in and wanted to be a part of. And I've developed some pretty solid relationships. Been a little bit out of touch with some people in the past couple of weeks, but have developed some relationships with some realtors where I feel comfortable that I will be generating some business from them this spring and possibly summer. Great program. One of the things that Will does is he manages the phone calls and puts them on a realtor tracking sheet, which is something that I'm definitely going to take advantage of in the near future. And as I go forward, developing these relationships with these realtors, where there are email addresses and phone numbers and last conversations and what was spoken about. And
How many realtors
really
are on that list?
What's that?
How many realtors are on that list?
My list has about 103 realtors.
We're
Some
sharing the
more
same
promising,
list.
yeah, some more promising than others, but about 103 realtors on that list. And when you go through the program, the sales navigator on LinkedIn is constantly moving. I mean, there's constant contact with realtors that a lot of which doesn't really come to fruition, but those that do are people that genuinely want to speak with you. And
in your case, how many realtor relationships have you established the last 3 months from the program?
I would say 15 to 20, where I've
Out of
talked
a
to
list of
people.
103, you said? That's great.
Yeah, I would say 15 to 20 where I really got into conversation with people and people expressed interest in using me.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. And I've been a little bit out of the gate for a couple of weeks, but I think when I reestablish conversations with these people, they're going to throw business my way, and that's something that I look to reciprocate also. I mean, that's something, it's not often that I get clients that I can refer to people but that's part of the deal. Whatever I can to get people to these realtors as well. So, great program.
Frank, I want to talk about early on before we actually
Yeah.
started. Why did you want to run a program where you were consistently in front of the right realtors? Like, what was your alternative if that was the way you were trying to do things?
Cold calling. That was really my alternative, and going through
So
through
how's
club.
it been? How's it been from not cold calling to warm calling or them calling you?
No, it's been great. It's been great. Other people in my office have noticed as I've been on the phone with
Oh, yeah?
people in my office. The other people have noticed that I've
Pull them
talked
over.
to realtors, and it's
How's
kind of
that going?
created a little bit of a buzz. So,
Really? There you go.
um,
Not
yeah,
surprised.
it's nice. It's nice. It's very nice, and I look forward to reestablishing these relationships with these realtors over the next couple of weeks to try and generate some business.
So after
I
after
have,
the last 3 months, and I appreciate that. I look forward to speaking with them. Over the last
yeah.
3 months that we've been working together, what's been like the number one thing that you feel like what stress has been removed because you were directly working with a company like us?
Generating new business. That stress has been that stress has been removed. Putting me in contact with realtors that have the same focus on servicing their clients as I do,
Mhm.
and maybe stepping into that role of being the mortgage loan officer for them. Um, that's been
So
a great stress reliever.
that's awesome, first of all. Second of all, what was that process like for someone who's interested in joining the program and running the perfect realtor prospecting program like you are? What's like the process like on your end, your responsibility? Like, what would they have to do that you are obviously doing right now?
Well, you have to manage the volume. You have to manage the
What does that mean exactly?
communication, like the communication. And then
Okay.
if somebody pops in
Really
and
understand. Yeah.
doesn't is responding right away, as opposed to getting the multi modes of communication that you provide, the emails, the follow-ups, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
If somebody steps in right away and says, yeah, how can I help you? And you start a relationship and you type in the protocol statement, and
Mhm.
then that sparks a relationship. It requires me to follow up with that person and um, continue the communication. I mean, it's all about managing the volume, and there is volume. There is a lot of volume. I mean,
Let's
there's
talk
a
about
lot
that.
of.
How many realtors a week would you be in contact with, or on the phone with, or face to face with? How many realtors a week for the
It
last three
would
months?
range 6 to 10 to 15. I mean, it would range. It would low end 6 or 7 or 8, high
And
end 15
you
to.
and you personally, you being who you are, you've taken 103 and been able to convert. You said 15 to 20,
Mm-hmm.
who you believe will send you
Yeah,
business
and
already.
there's no reason to say that 15 to 20 could grow out of that
Oh, absolutely.
103. There's no reason to say it couldn't. So,
So you see the domino effect only 3 months down the road. So
yep,
I look
yep.
forward to having maybe a second call in like 9 months, 18 months, see the progress.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Appreciate it. Do
You
you
got
want
it.
to do you want to add anything else about the program that people would probably have a question about, since you have the opportunity to?
No, I think the extras are important too, not just the base prospecting system. I mean, the continuing emails were helpful in managing people. I got a lot of people coming on late saying sorry for the late reply. I would be interested in speaking with you. Got a lot of people got a lot of people talking to me from that respect. Um,
So basically, you had a lot of realtors coming inbound to you, and you appreciated the follow-ups that we would provide. Is that
yes,
gotcha?
yes,
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, follow-up is huge, and you obviously did your part to go from 0 to 20 realtors in 3 months. Now it's time to nurture those relationships and
that's it.
you're in the business. And I think have you already received a few referrals? I think. Let's talk about
I
that.
received one referral that didn't go anywhere. It was somebody who just didn't qualify, somebody who was really a renter as opposed to a purchaser. But that was strong. That
That
was nice to
realtor
get.
though, where that came from, are you still in contact with that realtor?
I'm still in contact with that realtor.
Perfect. That's the most
Natasha
important.
Davis is her name. Yeah,
That's the most important
she's
part.
out of New Jersey, so that's something that I can cultivate. I still have to get my licenses in Connecticut and
Mhm.
New Jersey, so I'm going to work on those,
Perfect.
and then I could tap into those markets because I do have a realtor that I developed a good relationship with in Connecticut,
Perfect.
and I have a few realtors in New Jersey that I've developed good relationships with that are
Very good.
promising. So, um, got to get those licenses, but that's something to do over the next couple of weeks. And no, I'm very happy with the program. I like to see where it goes. If it doesn't, like I said, I had to take a couple of weeks off just for personal reasons, and I don't know if that's really put a strain on these relationships, but I have to see what happens when I nurture these relationships. But I wouldn't be opposed to starting the program again, you know, down the line and seeing where it goes. But very pleased, very pleased.
Absolutely. Never stop prospecting your potential
Yeah,
referral sources. So yeah, would love to
absolutely.
love to run a second round with you. Definitely when you on personal level get things back into place.
Yep.
One last question on a transformational level.
Hmm.
Where are you today that you didn't? What do you have today that you didn't have 3 months ago? About 90 days
I have
into the program.
I have direct access to leads. I have the possibility of.
And how does that feel? Like to have
It
that?
feels great. It feels great. It feels great. It feels really good. I have access to people who could generate leads for me, and I can reciprocate by servicing their clients and getting things done,
Absolutely.
making things look good for them, and closing loans within a month. I mean that's what we prospect. That's what we offer in my firm. Could be as little as 3 weeks, as much as 6 weeks, but we average about 4 weeks. So
Nice.
offering that to realtors who
Right. It
obviously,
makes it easier, a little easier for you to convert them
yeah,
to partners. Of
definitely,
course. Good stuff. Actually, I have one additional question. I want to ask this.
sure.
What's been your favorite part about working with myself and everyone behind the scenes who have run the system and the program for you and all the coaching sheets? Like, what's out of all of that? What's been your favorite part?
Um, Probably just seeing the volume.
Back to
Watching that
volume.
sales navigator cranking and seeing people responding and communicating with people off of that sales navigator and just watching that grow and then seeing that translate to the realtor tracking sheet. And
Growing your business on LinkedIn. That's right,
yeah, in
friend.
fact, there's some more, Will, if you wanna update my realtor tracking sheet, there's some more
I'm sure,
value
yeah,
that I
I'm
was
sure
working on
a lot of
yesterday.
extras will be dripping in the next
Yeah,
couple of
little
weeks.
just little things, but
Hey, they're
that
yours. They're
that's probably the
freebies.
best. That's probably the most
Take
tangible
them, convert
benefit.
them into deals, and then let me know. And then send me a text
Yeah,
message.
we'll do. We'll
That's
do.
all I want. Take those freebies. They're yours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am gonna be in contact, no question.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Frank. Well, I understand that you're a busy man. I do appreciate you taking
No problem,
20,
Will.
30 minutes out of your day to, just share the program with anyone else who's struggling to get in front of realtors or establish referral partnerships, or maybe
Hmm.
drop their bad realtors for people who have more respect for their relationships and for whatever it is that you guys have beliefs upon. So, Frank,
Hmm.
again, thank you for this review. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. We'll be
You're
in
welcome.
touch. If you need
Sounds
any
good.
help regarding getting in front of more realtors or staying in front of your realtors, anyone can call me. And Frank, can anyone give you send you a message on LinkedIn if they have any questions?
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All right.
No problem, Will.
You heard it here. All right. Thanks, Frank. We're going to close off.
You
Thanks
got it.
for everything. Have a great day.
You too, Will.
Thanks, Frank.